Yes, we are live. It is. Good morning, Greg, from the southern tier of New York. It is May 11th, 2015. The time is about 7 o'clock, I guess. Looked at a clock. We got 4 viewers, 6 viewers. Good morning. I did sleep in a little bit this morning. Now I'm enjoying this particular view on this Monday morning. We have 7 viewers in the house. I want to say welcome to Alex, Matt, Debbie, Paula, and Greg. I greatly appreciate it, and I greatly appreciate the web viewers that are watching from the web this morning. I did look at a Periscope prior to this from Montenegro, if I'm pronouncing that right. Dave and Tamara, they're on vacation over there, and it was a very enjoyable, pleasant scene, very, very pleasant scene. There's a couple ducks leading. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but the cornfield has been plowed. It was plowed yesterday. But we're starting a fantastic morning. I was able to sleep in for about 2 hours. And I don't do that. Yeah, we got ducks out there in the middle of the cornfield. There's a little bit of a pond out there that forms at the beginning of each year. Good morning, Paul. We're just getting the day started here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Just got done watching a Periscope from Dave and Tamara. They had some fantastic views, and I just got up here having the morning coffee, and this is my morning view on this Monday morning. It's a day off from the day job, and we have 6 viewers still. We have Paul, Paula, and Greg, and we got 3 more viewers from the web. And there's probably more web viewers that, from what I found, the Periscope does not show me until after the session is over with. But good morning. Having the morning coffee out here on the back porch, doing a Periscope. And I wish, we have 9 viewers now. Great. I want to say thank you. Can anybody, I know where Paul's at. I know where Greg is over there in the UK as a third-year student. Thank goodness I'm on time. Okay, yeah, the number of web viewers always seems to shoot up posts. Yeah, they do, Greg. They always shoot up, that I've noticed. That's one thing I've noticed. And I sort of missed your comment there, Paul. But as you can see, I have the earbuds on. I'm following Paul Omani's lead just to see how the earbuds work as far as with the little mic here, with these Periscopes. I notice that when I do load them up, the sound is there, but there's a choppiness to the video, and I'm not sure what's causing that. I'm loading them up via let's see, Paul says it takes people time to unhook from one thing and shift across. Oh, okay, yeah. I just, I wonder if that applies to audio to video, Paul, because I caught your audio boo yesterday while I was at the day job on one of my coffee breaks. I work on Sundays. Let's see, it takes people time to unhook from one thing to shift across. Yes, and I thought it was a very interesting audio. I find myself I haven't done any audio here in about a couple weeks now on that platform formerly known as Audio Boo. I was going to do a Periscope concerning concerning that, and I'm going to just let it go. You know, it's not worth it. I'm having too much fun with the Periscope. And we got mosquitoes out, believe it or not. Let's see, someone will study the optimal time before starting the meet. Oh, okay, starting times. I think for me, this is a good time to start because I catch you all over there across the pond right in the afternoon, and then I catch the people just on the west coast here. But I think for me, the really ideal time is right around, I looked at this, about 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that time frame, when I was planning on doing a lot of Google Plus Hangouts. And that didn't really materialize. Of course, I'm doing a lot more Periscopes. Let's show you the view here. I all got a good view of the cornfield. And the cornfield is plowed. They plowed it yesterday, Paul. So the corn will be planted here. That's my morning view this morning with my morning coffee. A very pleasant Rich, I mean time between going live and, oh, okay, on scopes, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, as far as getting your like I've got 7 viewers and I greatly appreciate it. And as Greg said, it always seems like we have, okay, and what I'm showing on my thing, I have 7 live viewers. One's Paul, one's Greg, and then there's 5 more on the web. But the web viewer count always shows probably more after the session, which is interesting. At least I'll be happy if I get 1 or 2. Gathering time, GT, yeah. I like that, gathering time. But I'm getting my morning started here. Like I said, I had about 2 hours extra sleep, which is very unusual for me. Very, very unusual. And we can show you the sky. We got the blue sky. So you know what that means with me? That means the solar panels will be coming out today. And David Bailey, are you on Instagram? No, I'm not on Instagram. How did that come in? That came in as a... I'm not... Oh, I think David was one of the web viewers. Okay. Dave is one of the web viewers. There are wild beasts there, right? No, or wild bears? No. Actually, we had a few years back, we did have a mother bear walk right across my yard, right back there, through there to the back grove with 2 of her cubs, and just kept walking into the village. I'm on the outskirts of the outer border, the outer fringes of the village here, and you could see right there's the cornfield, and right there, that's a dike. That's the beginning of a dike on the southwest corner of the village, and that goes all the way around the village. Alligators too? No. Maybe out in the Susquehanna, which is just about less than a quarter mile behind this view. You can hear the highway there of Route 17, soon to be Interstate 86. But this right here, when I talk about the dike, that's the dike right there. That sits up about a good 15, 20 feet from the ground. And during the flood of 2000, and that goes all the way over when I'm walking out of the village. Elephants, certainly. No elephants. Maybe in my dreams. And we have my cardinal is out and about. So I'm back here. Yeah. No, we're down to 4 viewers. Greg, it's such a cracking view to have from your back garden. Yeah, my back porch, actually, Greg. The back porch here on the, and actually this back porch that I'm sitting on, Pam's uncle, chuckling in, oh, you're in the cafe, okay. Paul is drinking his coffee in the cafe. I'm drinking mine in my new spot here. I've been thinking about going to a particular coffee place. It's commercial. It's not along the lines of what Paul goes to, where they have Wi-Fi. Because if I remember a previous couple periscopes to this. Greg, I think it was my first one out there by the fireman statue. Greg called it Man on the Street, and I'm thinking maybe I can do a couple Man on the Streets where I'm hooked up to some Wi-Fi, because I don't have a data plan on my iPod or my iPad Mini here, so I have to tie in the Wi-Fi. But I've been thinking about that, but it's just the logistics involved, and I like to do that just to test the waters and stuff like that, because there's a lot of spots here for Wi-Fi. There's one particular venue that I'm going to probably go to this summer that will blow your mind, which is right near where I'm at, and I've talked about it, but I'm going to save it for a Periscope here. Maybe not this week, maybe next week and stuff like that. But stay tuned. I sort of dangle the carrot there as far as future broadcasts there. It's they have Wi-Fi. It's a great venue. I'm a homebody. I like just plopping when I have time off right here at the homestead, and it's nice and relaxing and enjoyable. Rich on the road. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it, I think. Yes, please. There's a community for coffee here. Yes, and that's one of the reasons I want to try and do these periscopes as often as I can. I took yesterday off. Like I say, I'm going to be taking Sundays off. I'm tied to the internet where I'm looking at it every once in a while, but I'm not going to be fully engaged like I am during the course of the week. So, Monday through Friday, I like being involved, and it makes the week go by fast. And then Saturday, sort of scale it down. And Sunday, it was I hope everybody had a good Sunday yesterday with their mothers, and wishing their mothers a happy Mother's Day. My particular mother, she's been passed. She passed away several years back, and I know we could do a series of coffee around the world, because there's 2 spots I would go. Actually, 3. I'll just say I was planning on having coffee at a McDonald's. That's one venue I can, because they have Wi-Fi there. Every McDonald's you go to in the United States has Wi-Fi. Just so you know that. If you're traveling, that's usually a good spot to go, because you can hook into the Wi-Fi. And David was here in UK. Mother's Day is yes, that is. It's actually March. I forgot about that, Greg. Thank you. Yeah, we had Mother's Day here in the United States. A very good day. Very quiet for the missus, and Starbucks too. The closest Starbucks, Paul, though, is about a good 30-45 minutes up the road here. So it's near one of the. It's a college campus called Broome Community College, which is up on the other side of Broome County. I could very well go up there. Just finding the time to travel to these locations and maybe broadcast from them and stuff like that, because I find it's interesting. I thought Starbucks was everywhere. Well, you got to remember, Greg, I live out in the sticks. I'm out in the country here, so I have to go I have to drive either 45 minutes east or 45 minutes west to get to the major shopping areas and stuff like that. We need special character places. Well, I tell you, Paul, I have one very special character place that once I start broadcasting there, you guys are going to, it's going to blow your mind. So I'm just going to keep that under wraps, because I'm trying to work it in to my time schedule as far as when I can go up there, because let's just say this venue can get very, very crowded. And I saw a tweet that Paul did concerning somebody periscoping at a golf tournament or something like that, which is against the rules. And I'm just wondering if this might apply depending on what they're showing and stuff like that. But it's a year-round venue that's going to have an impact in the community here of Tioga County. It already has had an impact on my village, because it's right up the road here. A Periscope Twitter group for coffee. Yes, I like that idea, Paul. Because I like drinking the coffee. And again, the web viewers, I really enjoy. I see how many web viewers I have after these live broadcasts, and I thoroughly enjoy the views. And I hope you're enjoying this talking head, as I call myself, talking head. We're all talking heads. A coffee and a catch-up around the globe. That sounds good too. I think that's home drinking okay too. Well, I'm gonna have a few beers later this afternoon, because as you can see, the view here. While I was at work, the missus, she took it upon herself to mow the back lawn and around the house here, where I didn't have to do it today. She said, I said it was her day, it was Mother's Day, but she said she likes getting out, and it's always fun riding the riding lawnmower that we have. And I'll probably have to do a portion of the lawn over on the side street here that usually takes a little bit, because we've got probably, I don't know, a few acres there. Would beer meet up too might be good. Yeah, that would be good, Paul. As far as afternoon for me, and it'd be late evening for you guys and stuff, so to have a beer meetup, that would be a good idea. Lots of good ideas here. Idea man, he always has the idea. And Paul, I wanted to ask you, seeing that I have you here face to Periscope, I haven't noticed any activity on change agents. Is that shutting down, or I don't see any Twitter activity and stuff like that, so I'm not sure what's going on there as far as if that's ran its course and whatnot. So I'm just curious as far as change agents. I did see on a Periscope that you did yesterday, our friend Jane Boyd. She is watching, at least, the Periscopes. I saw her on a replay list there yesterday on one of your Periscopes, so I followed her. If you are on the web, follow her on Twitter and follow her on Periscope. She is a very good individual that she just expresses and gives you all this stuff that is pure genius. So she is a very pleasant person to associate with here on this thing called the internet. So I would say follow her on Twitter. She's at Boy Jane, and she's also, I see that she's getting a little active on here. There's the Cardinals. We have a pair of Cardinals. You'll hear them twerping in the background there, but I think they're building their nest over in that bush. There's a pair. Change agents has gone dormant. Another story to share with you. I'll set up. Okay. All right. I was just asking, just curious on the particular. How's the sound on this with this particular mic? Is it sounding pretty good? Is there any difference? Greg, Change agents has gone dormant. Another story to share with you. I'm setting up new. Okay. Good. Great quality. Okay. Is it better than before from the onboard? When I'm not tethered to the iPad mini. That's when I'm trying to listen to super sound here in Cork. Okay, thank you, Paul. Thank you. So just hanging out here. We got a couple cows up on the, I don't know if you can see the cows. Let's see. The cows, there's 2 cows. If I can get my finger in here. They're just right there. They're just above my finger there. There's about 25 heifer cows that my neighbor raises, and you might be able to think there's a little less background buzz with the ear. Okay, can iPhone Periscope be projected to the big screen? I think if you had the connections, it might be, Paul. That's an interesting, I don't know. I would check YouTube. Maybe somebody on YouTube has done it. So, but can iPhone Periscope be projected on a big screen? I think if you had, I'm not sure. There is an app out there that Top Gold, Bernie Goldbach, has talked about. I think it was a few weeks back, and I haven't loaded it up, that you can screen capture, including if you had a screen capture application, Paul, which there is one out there, you have to download it, and then you have to get something else. There's a few YouTube. I can't remember. If I find it, I'll go ahead and direct message you the particular name of the app. I can't think of it right now, but I know Bernie Goldbach talked about it. And it captures your screen on your iPhone or else your iPad mini, and whatever your screen capture, it should be able to throw that up. I don't know if you can run 3 multiple apps though. You have a plug-in, so you should be able to plug in maybe a projector off of that. I know there's connections that you can connect off of an iPhone, an iPod Touch, an iPad mini that will connect into a projector that projects up on the wall. It's just a matter of getting the piping there, Paul. But there is an app that will screen project off of, I think if you were to go iPhone screen capture on YouTube, you'll find some YouTubes there, because I know I was looking at that, but I only have 16 gig, streaming everything we experience for a conference. That could be, yeah, if there's sufficient Wi-Fi, because David Bailey, he was telling me, I asked him the question, and when you're broadcasting on an iPhone and using your data plan, I guess it's very expensive from what he's telling me. It can be expensive, and which makes me wonder, I guess Claire over there in Paris, she must be loaded. No, she must be well off to where she can afford to broadcast, because I know the data plans over there in Europe, the UK, and Ireland are probably more expensive. Streaming everything we experience for a conference, yes. And I think Periscope, the thing, on that note, Paul, if Wi-Fi zone no cost for in Wi-Fi zone no cost. Yeah, no cost for the data here. Yes, okay, that's the same here. But getting back to your conference aspect, I am just surprised that we have top people on this thing called the internet, and I'm not going to name names, just higher up on the food chain than me, as far as I'm just an average user, a novelist, YouTuber, but people that are high up on conferences that are not using Periscope. I think they're waiting for, I'm not sure. I'm looking at that, and it's almost funny in a sense that it's almost like they're offended almost by the fact that Periscope is out and it's as popular. And people are, I haven't heard as much of lately, but people, I think those individuals are looking at it as a fad and stuff, and I don't think they realize this is a real deal here. This is, to borrow an expression from Mark Shaw, you have a broadcasting, there isn't as many as I thought there would, and exactly. Mark Shaw said that Oprah Winfrey, I've yet to see any of her, but I think people are, maybe Periscope connection breaks down too much for. No, they have better equipment than me, Paul. I'm talking about people, the professional journalists, some news channels on the television are using it for behind the scenes, and I think that's one of the great aspects behind the scenes on doing things with Periscope. It's sort of like it's a fly on the fly type thing, and I think people are interested in that. And I'm just amazed that you have the higher ups, or if anything, the higher ups that I think they're gravitating more towards Meerkat. And I don't know, as far as I don't think I'll ever use Meerkat. It's competition, and I believe in competition. But there's people that aren't even using either two platform. People love behind scenes. Agree with you. Yeah, behind scenes has definitely been adopted by news readers and the news companies there. As far as showing them, I'm almost looking at that, and just people opening up about what they do. And this is more of an explosion I see than when Google Plus came out with Google Hangouts. I think this is what Google wanted Google Hangouts to be. There's a lot of people that are streaming that wouldn't stream otherwise. The restriction is, as we all know, it's just iOS. But once Android comes out, it's going to be images, theater behind. Yes, imagine. Yeah, exactly, Paul. And I think there's going to be another explosion when the Android comes out this week, Greg. I still remember. I got this week. If it doesn't come out this week, you're next on the hit. I think I got you down for the 29th. So I have this week, and after this week, you have until the 29th for the update for Android and Portrait and all that other stuff. I'm still keeping track. So it's an interesting thing. But I'm just surprised that the bet is on, exactly. And if I win, if I ever cross paths with you, you buy me the first round. If you win, I'll buy you the first round of beers. So that's what's really amazing me. With this Periscope, that there's people on it. There's quite a bit of people engaging on it, and Paul has been really engaging on it, where he is setting the standard to follow. Maybe this is beta time for. No, this isn't beta, Paul. I think we're past beta. It's just the fact that they're supporting it. It's out here. It's a real deal. I think it's just a matter. We're out of beta. Just a matter of getting those updates and stuff like that to tweak it to where it gets better after each update. Hopefully, it won't be like the updates on that platform formerly known as Audioboo. As every update happened, there was always some freaking problems with it, and people were bitching about the platform on that platform formerly known. Yeah, I sound that. Paul, you are doing wonderful. Yep, he is doing wonderful. No formal beta, but equivalent for mass. I imagine they did have a beta before they fully released it, Paul. And so maybe we're in like the post-beta. But I think with every update, I have full faith, hopefully, that just from the last update, the last update, and you do good work, Paul. You keep it up and I think you're making the transition from audio into Periscopes, scopes, being one of the major talking heads that I listen to on this platform, and so it'll be interesting to see. But I'm going to go ahead and end my Periscope here. I've been rambling on, chatting with you. I appreciate Paul and Greg for hanging out with me, as well as the web viewers. You're great. I got one web viewer that's identified, and I'm wondering if I tend to do. I plan on still doing audio, but probably not as much, Paul, because yeah, maybe, I don't know. There's been some updates I heard. I'm not going to be talking as much about audio. I'll still be on that platform because there's a lot of great people on there still, and it is a community, and I think the community, like you suggested, can very well integrate Periscope, and I think that's a good thing and stuff. They just got to get past the thing, okay, it's just portrait, and but it's a communication process and whatnot, and that's the thing I feel that these people that are higher up in the tech world aren't really expressing as much. I think they might be a little bit leery because of the copyright issues that have cropped up since the major fight they had over there in the Philippines that some people were streaming. But you're going to have that on anything and stuff. It's just a matter of Periscope's going to get a control on it, and they'll get a handle on it, and we as the users will benefit from that because we'll have a better platform to work from. So, okay, all, I'm going to finish my coffee here. You'll all have a good one today. Have a nice day, Rich and Paul. Have a great afternoon. You too, Greg. I will be on probably later sometime in one capacity or the other. I'm going to leave you with this view that I'm seeing this morning as I get my day started here in the southern tier of upstate New York, Tioga County, where I live and reside, Tioga County, where I live and reside, and we have a bumblebee on the lilac. So I will leave you with this view, and you all have a good one. Ciao for now. Live life. Have fun. Peace.